Hello everyone, I'm Sheriff Wayne Ivey and you're on scene with the Brevard County Sheriff's Office. Now that school is back in full swing, I wanted to give everyone a brief update on our efforts to make sure that Brevard schools are the safest in the country. As most of you will recall, last year we created a 4-layer plan to protect our schools in partnership with Brevard Public Schools. The 4 layers are education and awareness, hardening of our schools, school resource deputies and officers, and a hybrid model of the Guardian program that hired 32 people to serve as guardians at any of our schools that do not already have a school resource deputy or officer assigned to them. Tonight, I would like to provide you a brief update on where we are on each layer of our plan and a timeline for everything we are doing to keep our children, our educators, our BPS employees, and visitors to our campuses safe throughout the school year. Let's start with education and awareness. Currently, our team is working diligently to make sure that each teacher, faculty member, and volunteer on our campuses are fully aware of what action to take in the result of an active shooter or other critical incident. The primary resource we are utilizing to facilitate this effort is the 4 A's of Survival, an initiative that was created in-house by our own team and provides specific details on responding to a critical incident. In addition, we are in the final stages of preparing training videos at various age levels that will be utilized to bring awareness and education to our students on exactly what they should do in the event of any kind of an emergency. The video is being produced by our Brevard County Sheriff's Office Media Unit in partnership with our Brevard Public Schools security team, and once completed will also be made available to our private schools so that we can do everything possible to keep all of our children safe throughout our community. Another area we are utilizing in this layer to help protect our schools is the promotion of our P3 app, the Speak Out hotline that is in partnership with CrimeLine. This easy-to-use app is available to students, teachers, parents, and others so that they can easily and quickly report suspicious activity around our schools or special events. I am proud to tell you that currently our county takes advantage of this incredible free resource more than any other community in Central Florida because we constantly remind our citizens that if they see something, they should say something. Our next area of focus is the hardening of our schools. Criminals and people with evil in their heart will look for an easy target to strike and do their damage. As a result, our second layer of protection for our schools was designed to make sure that each structure was as secure as possible with the creation of single entry access points, video cameras when possible, and working to make sure that each of our classrooms is able to be locked from the inside instead of from the outside. In addition, we have worked with each of our school principals to create a strategic response plan to each school based upon its unique design and geographic location. While the overwhelming majority of our schools have now been converted to single entry access points, one of our largest challenges is to convert our over 4,000 classrooms to lock from the inside rather than from the outside. While that may sound like an easy task, it is actually more difficult than imagined, as the overwhelming majority of our classrooms were designed to be secured from the outside rather than to be utilized as a safe room for our teachers and children. One of our plans to overcome this task is to utilize inmate labor to manufacture devices that can be placed in each classroom to make it securable from the inside in the event of an emergency, but also accessible by first responders who may be responding to a critical incident. By using inmate labor to create the devices, we not only save taxpayers a significant amount of money, we are also able to quickly create a device that will be specific to our own needs. Our third area of our plan is without question the most important component of our strategy: school resource deputies and officers on as many campuses as possible. Prior to the start of this school year, Brevard Public Schools had a total of 33 school resource deputies and officers with a total of 90 schools. I'm equally proud and excited to share with you tonight that as a result of our great partnership with our school board members, our superintendent of schools, Dr. Mark Mullins, and our local police departments, Brevard County now has a total of 59 school resource deputies and officers and is currently using off-duty deputies or officers who are being paid to secure the remaining number of our schools until guardians can be fully trained and deployed throughout the remainder of the schools here in Brevard County. This layer of our plan was a daunting task and would not have been possible without the dedication and incredible work of our career development and school security teams. Now, while our final layer of our plan is new to school security initiatives, the school guardian program is vital to protecting our schools and children. As most of you will recall, our school board voted late last spring to implement a hybrid model of the Marjory Stoneman Douglas Guardian Plan in that they recruited and hired BPS employees to specifically serve as guardians rather than utilizing existing faculty members and other employees to volunteer for the Guardian program. As a result, BPS and our career development team have engaged in excess of 30 new employees of BPS to serve as guardians. Each member of this new program is currently in the final stages of the vetting process and are about to enter the training phase of the state mandated requirements that will be taught by members of our career development team. While the state mandates that each guardian receive 132 hours of training, our guardians here in Brevard County will receive 176 hours of training that far exceeds the requirements of the legislative action. Our timeline for the deployment of the guardians is currently scheduled for October, with law enforcement officers being paid to work off duty at the various schools until they are fully trained and deployed. Hopefully tonight's message offers some insight into what our team is doing to make sure that our schools are the safest schools in the country. It is my belief that each layer of our strategy in itself is not enough to keep our schools safe. However, when woven together like the layers of a bulletproof vest, they are strong and effective in keeping our most precious of citizens, our children, safe. As always, I want to thank you for your incredible support of our agency, and we'll see you next time on Scene.